Yo dudes, so today we're gonna build a walk-in greenhouse. It's gonna be 9 feet by 13 feet and it's gonna have ribs that hold up the plastic. You can easily make this greenhouse at home. It's a simple design. It does not require a lot of time to set up, and the materials are really cheap and you can find them at any hardware store. We're going to use a design from Eliot Coleman, who's one of the more famous farmers from Maine.
The nice thing about Eliot's design is that it's really simple to put together. So what we began with is a bunch of 2-foot long metal pipes. They're called electrical conduit. You can buy it at any hardware store. And what we're going to do is we're then going to take some rebar, put it right there, take tubing, put it over the rebar. We'll put another rebar in here ultimately to create a 6-foot high hoop ultimately. So we're going to put 5 of those together and I'll show you how it's done. Because we have a lot of wind in the area, we're going to go the extra mile and put supports on the ends. So what we're going to do is take this rope and we're going to tie it to a stake we drove right there, pull it up and tie it all the way around each one of those coils and stake it to the other side. So we got the ribs up for the greenhouse. Next thing to do is to put the plastic over the top, and we're going to use a bunch of clips that I purchased. They're called garden clips. Very simple. Just make sure you buy the kind that's the right size for your ribs for your greenhouse. And so we're going to use those clips to hold it on, the plastic on at the ends. We're going to dig trenches along the sides after that to put the plastic under the ground to hold it on. We got a lot of wind in this area, so hopefully that will be strong enough to hold it without it tearing. And then we're also going to make a doorway by putting one 2x4, attach it to the plastic in this opening space right here, and we'll weight it down with some rocks.
And we'll hold it down using these spring clamps.
So there you have a pretty easy to make greenhouse, very inexpensive. Ours, we actually were able to forage for all of the different parts except for the plastic, the rope, and the clamps because our property used to be a driving range for golf. Go figure. When you're buying them at the store, one thing I would say that would do differently than we did, you can buy one long piece of rebar to go the full length. Here it's really hard to bend that, but it certainly makes it a more even ribbed look. And otherwise, this was super easy. We did it in a day once we had the materials, and total cost was around $130. Most of it was because of the plastic. And I'll tell you what, we researched plastic for a long time. Make sure you invest in the good stuff. It just doesn't make sense to get the cheap stuff. We got it from BOOTSTRAP Farmer. They take a lot of pride in their product. Supposedly this will last us 4 years if we don't, pick it up. And it is UV protected, which is good, and it was 6 millimeters depth, which should make it really strong against the wind.